This bike started life as a £3,500 stock Sur-Ron Ultra Bee Black Edition. Now it's got more power than most bikes on the road. It's got Apple CarPlay, front and rear cameras, and a controller that hasn't even been released to the public yet. This bike isn't just modified, it could just well be the ultimate road legal Sur-Ron Ultra Bee. And today we're stepping it up yet again. What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're looking at my ultimate Sur-Ron Ultra Bee build. So I picked this bike up last summer for about £3,500 and it was a completely stock and pretty beat up Sur-Ron Ultra Bee. Over the last couple of months I've slowly been turning this thing into an absolute street legal beast. So when I very first bought this bike, it had worn out plastic, dodgy brakes, it had just been used and abused, not looked after at all. So we started with the basics, fresh plastics, brand new brakes, and addressed some of the other issues that this bike had. But then things completely escalated. So we got rid of those nasty stock wheels, and WGT Racing hooked us up with these absolutely stunning 17-inch Supermoto wheels. I then wrapped them with some of the biggest, widest, fattest tyres that you can possibly fit on a Sur-Ron Ultra Bee. Race Nation then hooked us up with a completely custom graphics kit for the bike, and Strike Seat supplied a brand new seat cover as well. So not only does the bike now handle amazing, but it looks fucking awesome. But the bike was lacking one thing in particular, and that was power. And that's where Axon Racing jumped in to help out and supplied us with the Axon Phase Controller, which massively improved the performance, top speed and the torque of the bike. Today we're stepping it up yet again because Axon have come through and sent me one of their prototype controllers that they're working on to give this bike yet again even more power and torque. To make this bike the ultimate Sur-Ron build, we're even going to be installing Apple CarPlay onto the bike. That way I can use the phone whilst riding, listen to music and have the option for sat-nav on my handlebars. As well as that, we're also going to be installing front and rear cameras, and also the rear camera doubling up almost like a rear view mirror. I'll also be able to download the footage to get some even better shots of me riding the bike. So I've already installed the controller, so let's get the Apple CarPlay fitted to the bike and then we'll go out and you can see exactly why I think this is the ultimate Sur-Ron Ultra Bee Supermoto build. So this is the screen we're going to be using. It's made by a company called CarPlay. So we're going to mount this up onto the handlebars just below the display, nice and simple, and then we can mount the cameras up and then we'll go out and test it, see what it's all about and check out some of the features that it has to offer. A little bit more cable management left to do, but I'll tidy that up off camera and then we can go out, hit the streets, and then we can go and try out the brand new Axon shot controller. I think we are nearly there and completing the absolute ultimate Sur-Ron Supermoto build. So get these bits finished and we'll hit the road. Okay, so there we go. That is the controller all installed. That is the Apple CarPlay all installed. I absolutely love this thing. It is so sick. If you've got Apple CarPlay in your car or van or whatever you drive, you'll know how good it is. But to have it on a bike, it's just the best. So I can now make phone calls, obviously by using this. Obviously I can listen to my music, I can change my tracks all through my earpods whilst I'm riding. We've also got sat-nav as well, so when we're riding around, we ain't gonna get lost. And not only that, it just looks sick on the bike as well. Obviously mounted up just underneath the nice display that we've got from the Axon Racing controller. And then we've just got this stunning 6.1-inch display there underneath. And it's so bright as well, even on a sunny day like today, I can still see absolutely everything. There's a little bit of glare because I've still got the cover left on. I'm one of those freaks that doesn't like to take the sort of clear cover off the front of screens until the bitter end, but yeah, it's just looking absolutely sick up on the handlebars now. And one of the biggest features, and kind of really why I wanted to get the screen up on the handlebars. It's the fact that we've got now 2 cameras. Well, I say 2, I've actually only installed 1. I've got the rear camera installed, so this is going to act as a rear view mirror. I have tried absolutely every mirror on the market off camera, tried to make videos on it, they just look shit, they don't work, you can't see anything out of them. I just don't like the look of those big old bug style ones that come on the stock Sur-Ron. I've tried ones that go on the end of the handlebar. As you can see, I've actually damaged the end of my grip trying to get them on there, so it's like a little flip out mirror that comes out the end of the handlebar. I've tried the ones that hook underneath and sort of hang underneath the bar so you can see, but you can't ever see anything, your fat thighs get in the way. Now we've got this set up on the handlebars and the camera's installed, I can jump straight into that and straight into that screen, so I can now see absolutely everything that is going on behind me to make it way safer than having no mirrors at all. The other absolute beauty of having this all installed as well is the cameras actually record, so you can use them as a dash cam, or for myself where I make videos, I can then go back and download the 1080p footage and use it in some of my videos. So if I'm riding with other people or I capture something that I want to I haven't caught on the GoPro, I can then download that footage and use it in the videos, which is just another really sick option. But the bike is, I just love riding. This is by far the best bike I've ever owned. It is the most comfortable, it's the best looking, and it is just slowly becoming the ultimate Sur-Ron Supermoto Ultra Bee out there. I think it is definitely my dream build, or definitely turning into my dream build. We've also got the new Axon shock controller mounted up as well. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail on the controller because it is a prototype. They've only sent it out to me just to sort of test ride and iron out any of the bugs before it then goes out to the general public. Obviously I'm riding a stock 2024 Ultra Bee, so this controller is suited to fit all different types and makes and models of bikes. So obviously we want to make sure that if you own a 2024 or previous model of the Ultra Bee, that everything is working absolutely perfectly for you, and so far so good. The controller is probably more aimed at the modified bike with a bigger battery, maybe an upgraded motor and stuff like that. It is massively overkill for the stock bike, but obviously Axon needs to capture all the data to see exactly what it does and doesn't work on, and if it doesn't, how we improve it and how we make it work on those models. But again, another absolutely quality product. But like I said, yes, it is a little bit overkill for the stock bike, and that is where the Axon phase controller massively comes into its own. That controller is just phenomenal. It is by far one of the best controllers I've ever had on one of my bikes. Value for money, it cannot be beaten for the features that it has, including that stump mode, the hill hold mode, the launch mode, and obviously all the other hardware features such as the regen thumb throttle and the display. It cannot be beaten. It is such an incredible controller. And if you have a stock bike and you don't want to be forking out for, you know, new motors and new batteries and stuff like that, but you really want to unlock the unbelievable power of an Ultra Bee or any other sort of light bee or any other Talaria, that sort of thing, then definitely you have to check out the phase controller. But yeah, as part of this build now, the wheels just feel absolutely planted. The Supermoto wheels are undeniably one of the best looking things that you can do to an Ultra Bee in my eyes. WGT Racing have absolutely smashed it with these wheels, completely custom for me. It's such an amazing feeling when you have an idea of a build or something in your head of how you want the bike to look, and then you work with these incredible companies like WGT Racing that can just make those dreams a reality. Say no more, they have absolutely smashed it with these. And then wrapping these wheels in the absolutely massive Bridgestone tyres, it just sets the bike off. I just absolutely love the look of it. The graphics kit from Race Nation, again, coming up with a thought in your head, a design, and then working with another amazing company that can actually turn it into reality. The quality of their sticker kits are, again, by far, I use them on all of my bikes because I don't think there is a better graphics kit company out there. They've absolutely smashed it again with this build. It's not the most outlandish, leery graphics kit I've ever seen on a bike. It is very subtle and that's exactly the look I was going for. I didn't want this to be a big leery bike. I wanted it to be classy, sleek and subtle, and I think that's exactly how this bike has turned out. Now I've obviously got a few more upgrades that I want to do to the bike to make this the absolute ultimate build, and quite obviously there's one big modification that I need to do. Drop in the comments if you can guess what that modification is. But yeah, it's something that I've done to all my other bikes. But yeah, drop in the comments if you can guess what it is. It's definitely in the pipeline. I just need to work out the brand that I want to go with, and yeah, the different dynamics of that particular modification. Also working with a few different other companies as well. Hopefully we've got some new suspension coming in the new year, which I'm quite excited about. But yeah, for now, it's all coming together. It's exactly what I had in my head when I very first bought this bike, and it is now, like I said, just becoming the ultimate bike that I have ever had. But let me know in the comments, are there any other modifications that I'm missing? Is there anything else that you think I should be doing to the bike to either improve performance or look, styling, anything like that? Go ahead and drop it in the comment section below. But as always, thank you ever so much for watching till the end. Massively appreciate it. If you have enjoyed this video, then go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't done already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.